With over 2,500 different items in Fortnite, from skins, backblings, pickaxes, battle passes, loading screens, emotes, and so much more, there are hundreds of items that are extremely rare in Fortnite. But today, guys, we're going to be looking at the 20 rarest items in the history of Fortnite. Make sure you guys watch all the way through, because there is definitely going to be one item on this list that you have never heard of before. But let's get started off with the Merry Mint. This might not be as rare as some of the other items coming up very soon, but this was still a pretty limited edition pickaxe that you had to go out and actually buy a code for this. This would set you back anywhere from $5 all the way up to $20. It was only available for around 2 months as well. So if you guys didn't buy a code for this back during 2020, you just have never had the opportunity to get it. Next up though are the Fortnite seasonal pins. Now the only way that you can actually get these seasonal pins is by working for Epic Games. This is basically a little reward for the employees. This isn't actually an item in Fortnite, but it is given out by Fortnite, so I thought we should include it on the list. Basically, it celebrates every single season that we do have in Fortnite. You can get different little collectible pins that they do release, but again, this is only really for employees. The only way that you could actually get your hands on these if you don't work for Epic Games is by buying it off an employee, but honestly, I don't even know if that's possible. The next item that we need to talk about though is the Goosebumps Wrap. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys do already own this. It is one of the most wanted wraps in the game and one of the most loved wraps in the history of Fortnite, and this is the wrap that was actually added to the game with the Travis Scott skin. Obviously, Travis Scott in itself is a very rare skin, but the wrap is going to be a lot more rare. I feel like a lot of people were more likely to buy the skin than the wrap, but looking back, I feel like people wish they had have bought both. These items look so sick. I really wish I had the Goosebumps Wrap, but unfortunately it doesn't look like I'm ever going to be able to buy it again. Next up though, we have the Indigo Kuno skin. Now this is one of the rarest skins in the history of Fortnite. There are roughly 1 million people that play Fortnite every single day, but the Indigo Kuno skin was only available for 5,000 people. This was a PlayStation exclusive skin. You had to compete in some tournaments in order to unlock this, so it is already one of the rarest skins in the history of Fortnite. This was added to the game a few seasons ago, and it doesn't look like it is ever going to be added to the item shop, but we do of course have Incinerator Kuno and the default Kuno skin in the game already. We haven't really talked about an OG pickaxe though, so let's move on to the ACDC. Now this might not be as rare as some of the other items on this list, but this is only available during the Chapter 1 Season 2 Battle Pass. A lot of people didn't really want to spend money on a free game back during Chapter 1, so I feel like the ACDC is actually a lot more rare than people really think about. There are a bunch of YouTubers and streamers that are going to own this, but even if you did have the opportunity to buy ACDC, you are probably one of those people that didn't want to spend too much money on the game back then. And if you do own the ACDC, you have been playing Fortnite for like 6 years now, which means you probably have stopped playing. It is one of the rarest pickaxes in the history of Fortnite, and it is one of the pickaxes that I think would be very popular today if Fortnite ever added this to the item shop. Let's move on though, guys, and next up we have the Double Helix skin. This is one of the rarest skins on this list, and that is because this would set you back around $500. You had to buy a Nintendo Switch console in order to get it, and that would set you back around $500, making this one of the most expensive skins in the game. I actually don't think the design looks very good. There are other skins in the game that do have a better design that were around the same price, for example Wildcat, which is why I think that is actually quite popular, but I feel like a lot of people wouldn't have gone out of their way to spend $500 just to get the Double Helix skin. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below though if I am wrong, and also if you have been watching up until this point, make sure to let me know in the comments down below, and I will be gifting some of you the Battle Pass. But let's move on to the number 14 position, and we have the Havoc skin. This is actually a Twitch Prime bundle. You could unlock this for free. All you had to do is link your Twitch account to your Fortnite account, and you could actually get this skin. It was so sick. It was one of the first crossovers we ever had, and this was available back during Chapter 1. A skin that is going to be a lot more rare though is going to be the Brilliant Bomber. This is pretty much an unreleased skin in Fortnite, but I'm sure you guys have heard about the Brilliant Bomber before. We have had so many different bomber themed skins in Fortnite. The Brilliant Bomber was actually available with an annual pass. This is basically an extension of the Fortnite Crew Bundle, and instead of buying it on a month-to-month basis, you would buy this every single year. Fortnite sort of released this on on Discord, people were able to actually get this skin, but since it was an unofficial release, anyone that they find using this skin pretty much gets banned instantly. That is so strange to think about. So let's talk about a skin that you guys can actually own today, and this is Black Widow. I'm not talking about the snowsuit Black Widow skin that does seem to return to the store quite often. I'm talking about the OG Black Widow skin that is only featured in the game during Chapter 1. This is actually one of the rarest Marvel skins we have ever seen. Most of the Marvel skins return to the store every few months, and they seem to stay in the store for about a month, but the OG Black Widow is basically the only Marvel skin that hasn't returned to the store. I think that is really strange, and obviously since the skin doesn't return, we never see Widow's Pirouette emote or the Widow's Bite pickaxe either. I think that is so strange. I would love to see this skin in the game today. It is one of the only Marvel skins that I don't own, and I think pairing this with the Widow's Pirouette and of course the Widow's Bite pickaxe would just be so sick. Next up though, we need to talk about the purple Skull Trooper. Now the Skull Trooper is one of the most common skins in the game. It is one of the most loved skins as well. I feel like so many people own this, but in order to get the purple Skull Trooper, you actually had to buy the skin back during Chapter 1 Season 1. You had to spend money on Fortnite before anyone else was really spending money on the game, and I feel like that is why it is so rare to this day. I do love the way this looks though. I think it is one of the cleanest skins in the game, and if you own the purple Skull Trooper, you are definitely one of the most OG players we have ever seen. One skin that is just a little bit more OG though is the Aerial Assault Trooper. This was available during the Chapter 1 Season 1 seasonal shop, which was basically the battle pass back then. The Aerial Assault Trooper was such a rare skin though, because you really had to grind out the game in order to unlock it. We hardly see anyone using this skin today, and it's actually really hard to find footage of people using this skin. I don't actually know that the design of this skin is that good. I feel like if this was added to the item shop today, hardly anyone would buy it, but just the fact that this was only available during Chapter 1 Season 1 is basically the main reason why so many people love it. I feel like the Renegade Raider is a little bit different. This is one of the cleanest looking skins in the history of Fortnite, and it was also available during the Chapter 1 Season 1 seasonal shop. The Renegade Raider would be one of the more popular skins in Fortnite today if they did decide to add this to the item shop, but again, because this was part of the seasonal shop during Season 1, it is one of the rarest skins in the history of Fortnite, and one skin that everyone wishes they could own. I feel like a lot of people would have bought this if they had the opportunity back then, and then that might have led them to overlook a pickaxe like the Raider's Revenge. This is the pickaxe that is designed for the Renegade Raider. It is one of the more expensive pickaxes in the history of the game, and you could of course as well only get this during the Chapter 1 Season 1 seasonal shop. I actually really like the design of this though. I think it is one of the cleanest pickaxes in the game, and that obviously led Fortnite to redesign this with the Red Hot Revenge, which you could actually unlock for free in the Refer a Friends program. Let's move on though guys to a skin that was in the store for a really long time, and this is Golden Agent Peely. Now this wasn't really in the store, but Golden Agent Peely was part of the Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass, which went on for around 3 months. Now it might seem like this was actually an easy skin to unlock, but in order to get the fully golden style of Agent Peely, you had to grind up to level 350 in order to unlock it. It took people around 12 hours every single day for 3 months in order to get this level. There are YouTubers and streamers that play Fortnite every single day that still couldn't unlock this super exclusive edit style, so that should show you guys just how hard this skin actually was to unlock. It was a lot more recent than some of the other items we've already talked about, so let's move on to an absolute OG item, and this is the MVP emote, which was only available during the Chapter 1 Season 2 Battle Pass. I don't even know anyone that owns this emote. I hardly ever see people using emotes, so if you have been playing Fortnite for a long time, chances are you might own this without even knowing it. I think that is really cool, but there are some items that you definitely will not own, and these are the Fortnite China items. This includes the Pointer and Power Grip Pickaxe, but also the Penguin Back Bling that was only available in Fortnite China. Obviously, now that Fortnite has shut down its China servers, these items are gone forever. There are rumors of some people that were able to merge their Fortnite China accounts with the original Fortnite account as well, but again, it seems like that is really rare, and I don't know anyone that actually owns these in the official games of Fortnite. If you do, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. But one item that is a lot more common than the Fortnite China items is the Fresh emote. This is one of the most controversial items we have seen in Fortnite. A lot of people people want this to be added back to the store, but it seems like Fortnite doesn't actually have the rights to add this back to the game. They did get in a bit of legal trouble when they first added this to the store. It is one of the cleanest emotes they have ever added, but honestly, I don't think this is ever going to return to the game again. That takes us to the number 2 position though, guys, and we have the Mako Glider. This is one of the other items that was available back during Chapter 1 Season 1 in the seasonal shop. This only set you back 500 V-Bucks, but again, it was a glider. I feel like a lot more people would have preferred to buy the Renegade Raider, the Aerial Assault Trooper, or even the Raider's Revenge instead of the Mako Glider, but if you were a noob like me, then you might actually own the Mako Glider. This is one of the only items in my locker that shows people that I am an OG player. It is also one of the most OG gliders they have ever added, so it is pretty cool to actually own it. But one item that is a lot more rare than this has to be the pink Ghoul Trooper. This is another item that was only available during Chapter 1 Season 1, but this wasn't part of the seasonal shop. You just had to buy the Ghoul Trooper before anyone else back during Chapter 1 Season 1, and you would get a pink edit style for free. The reason that this is a lot more rare than the Skull Trooper is that the Skull Trooper actually has a better design than the Ghoul Trooper. So if you had to choose between buying the Ghoul Trooper or the Skull Trooper, most people would have bought the Skull Trooper, which means the Ghoul Trooper was a lot more rare and the pink style was even rarer. It looks so sick. I would love to own this skin today, but unfortunately that is never going to happen. But there you guys go. That is my list for the 20 rarest items in the history of the game. Make sure to let me know what item was your favorite in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time.